Hello, probably. Place. I don't know where to put my water bottle. Let's just put it on the ground. Ooh, that's a lot of lag. I messed with something. What did I mess with? I messed with the thing the guy suggested I mess with. What's this say? Am I streaming to... Oh. Yeah, guys told me to check it up to 5, and I was like, no, 2 was fine. This thing didn't give me any errors with 2. But he's like, no, you should pass it up to 5. How do I get to my projects? I make it easy to get to your current thing. There was a button for it. I keep losing it every time though. Am I streaming on live VDU? If I'm not, I'm gonna start. The inevitable crash of my browser while this thing loads. What is it doing? Well, that doesn't happen still. Am I live? Yes, I am. It even shows a thing. Hey, look at that. So this thing can actually see me. What's the big box off to the side, though? Oh, it's an old thing. Is that what my screen looked like when it stopped working? Oh my god. Like, you could tell it's old because I've only got 3 tabs. So, that was a long time ago. Anyway, let me stop and start. That's what the settings. Okay, everything seems to be going again. So yeah, hello, welcome back. Am I in help? Yep. Let me just put a redirect link. In the project. Just take me directly to it. No. Hey, look, there it is there. Great. Close enough. Whatever this thing is going to decide to do. Oh, I've actually got the chat open on the side over here. What am I even doing? I don't even need to go to this page. Not as if it works anyway, but who knows, maybe it's trying to do stuff. Hey, the guy joined. Who was here, damn it, stop crashing. Come on. Damn you, page. Good enough. Okay, there we go. So let's start this thing. Hello and welcome to this stream. It's I don't know how to start all my streams anymore. I am doing a stream. It's not my first stream, but it is a stream of making mechanical add-on on Blender. I've already been doing this for however long. I don't even know how long. This thing would be great if I had like an overall timer. Overall timer, that would be nice. I have to get login and stuff working. Let me add that to my list before I forget. Edit. Oh, that's sort of cool, but not really. Universal chat system. I've been messing around with this thing. Got all the stuff working, sort of figure out how to do breaks and stuff now. I guess it's the same in Live EDU, but they don't actually say what it is, so. I don't know. What am I doing? The. Okay. I'm gonna add that to there. I sort of figured out how to do this. Like, I was trying to figure out how to move them. It looks like you got to save everything before you can move these things around the place, and even then, you can only reorder them. So, whatever. So that's what it looks like on get out of here. That's what it looks like on here now. So, like, yeah. So, Universal Chat System is one project that I'll be doing. Mechanical Add-on for Blender is now the second project I've done I'm doing on Twitch. So, if there was more projects, they would just be listed down here for every single one of the projects I'm doing, probably with the oldest last? Or first, I don't know, I'll have to figure that out when it comes time to it. But anyway, I'll be doing supported, features, like what I've currently coded, what I've got to code on each of my projects, like a little diary thingy. Updates whenever I do a stream, it's about as good as I've thought. Did somebody just join, or was that just logging me? I didn't hear a bloop. Oh, that's cool. My stream timer things just started automatically. Sort of. I mean, I did stop streaming and start streaming again, so I don't know how trustworthy that is. This thing here. I'm also logging information. Let's keep that information being logged. Let's just refresh this thing, just to make sure. Well, I'm in here. Nope, the other guy left. So there must have been a guy in here and just joined left. Anyway, ramble. So, mechanical add-on for Blender is a mechanical add-on that I've been making for a while, sort of, not really, but definitely, where it's a mechanical add-on for Blender. There's not really much to it, except everything. It does mechanical things, so mechanical stuff such as gears, pistons, springs, physics-based stuff, all of that fun things. At least that's the idea. So far I've only got mechanical gear stuff working. It was originally called the gear add-on for Blender, and then mechanical gear add-on, I don't know, I went through a whole lot of things. That's just mechanical. So the idea is it's for all things mechanical. And makes everything amazingly super simple, as in one button press, everything works. Everything's animated, you don't have to worry about hierarchies of things, you could just literally grab a gear and turn it in the viewport. It doesn't care. Everything will do what it's supposed to do. That's the idea. There's a slight lag and a few bugs around the place. And I think there was actually something or other that's basically program breaking, and that's why I stopped working on it. Or I was having a whole lot of trouble trying to figure out how to fix it. Oh yeah, stuff like you can't undo and redo because it doesn't understand how to undo and redo my code. So I don't know how that's supposed to go, but that's a thing. It makes the whole add-on sort of suck in a way. But I never actually tried to do that with other people's add-ons. I don't know if there's some sort of special code for it or anything, but yeah, I've been doing this for a while. So as I say, mechanical add-on for Blender. There's 10 videos here. This is just the add-on for Blender version though, which is the second add-on for Blender version. Then I've also got like making a gear simulator somewhere around here, probably. There's making a gear simulator somewhere as well, which I spent a couple of months on, and there's also another version of making a gear simulator that I did before then, but that was offline before I discovered streaming, so you can't see that one. Where'd my stream thing go? Stream thing. This is all working right. Yeah, I could see that thing up there. The stream time was up here. Okay. Gets a bit away with this thing, but I'm not sure. People have to let me know what they think about that. I can't really see myself that well. But it looks terrible with all the stuff in the background. It just hides here. Anyway, So yeah, some guy donated to this project a while ago. I have this thing. If anybody wants to donate to any individual project in particular, I'll be way more likely to continue doing that project. At least that's what I keep telling myself in all of the streams. But this is the first time somebody's actually donated. Although they donated just for the sake of themselves, like, oh, this is a cool thing, have some money, not because of streams or anything like that. So, yep. I haven't actually done work at this project also for a very long time, so most of this video is just going to probably be me messing around trying to figure out what to do. Yep. So I think everything's all good. I am getting spikes in my internet usage, but I don't believe anything should be streaming on my end at the moment, except for possibly that guy. It doesn't say he's offline or something. Oh, they'll say he's offline. Whatever. What happens if he came online? Does it automatically start playing? We'll never know. Looks like he hasn't done any streaming in the last couple of days by the chat log. I've lost my ones though. I was messaging this guy asking for help with a different thing. Anyway, so what am I doing? This looks all fine. I don't know. I'm very tired. I didn't get to bed until like forever because of yesterday's stream. And then guy outside decided to do gardening. Now I'm on Facebook approval. So he was digging around with a pitchfork and stuff right outside my window, so I couldn't sleep then. So it was like midday before I could get to sleep. And then I got woken up about 6 hours later by some couple or something or other visiting their mum, as far as I could tell. I don't know. It was a horrible thing. Basically, there was a whole lot of yelling for no reason, and some person, well, everybody trying to tell that person to stop yelling by yelling, and then that person who was yelling was asking for help and nobody was helped, that's why she was yelling, but then she forgot why she was yelling, and she was just yelling, asking for help, that she didn't even know what she wanted the help for, or what help in particular. It was crazy. But that went on for like 4 hours, so I didn't really have much choice but to get up. Guy talking about anime. Damn it! Go away, Facebook. No distractions. Scram. Okay, so let's start this thing, I guess. I wanted to do some things with my chat thing, but I really should just do the mechanical addon, that's why I named it this. Although I did do some messing around with my chat thing, if anybody's watching these things in chronologically order. I just messed around with the timer thing because the timer thing didn't work if I was offline. It gave me an error, and it also wouldn't work if hours didn't exist. So right now I've only been streaming for minutes, so I got that to work. So they're all independent. I think I did a few other things while I was offline, but yeah, that's that. So let's look at my mechanical addon for Blender. First thing, gotta open up Blender. Let's actually see if I can find my Frida thing. I'm probably not going to be able to, though. Where'd Frida go? Is that Frida? Frida! Huh? So, this is a flowchart thing a guy gave me while I was making the add-on. So he just sent me a key to it for the Pro version, but this says buy Pro. I am using the Pro version, right? I think I might not be. Anyway, he sent me the Pro version of this. It's got a lot of new features. I know what's going on, but it's basically a program for organizing stuff. There was at one point some way I can put folders in this. I don't know. I made this whole big massive thing for how to do my mechanical addon. I had like the pre-alpha version, the alpha version, and the pro version of it. Like 3 different tabs with massive amounts of flowcharts and stuff, boxes you can like tick off, and to-do lists and things. But all that seems to have disappeared, and I don't know how to get it back, so I won't worry about that now. But I was hoping that might help, because that might show me what I do wrong. or where I'm up to in the whole making of that thing. But anyway, suddenly distraction. Yeah, go away, distractions. So what about it? I gotta get my add-on working. Is my add-on working? Open. No. User preferences. There we go. Just move around my chair. So is my add-on enabled? Disabled? Nope. User? Nope. I'm gonna assume that's disabled. So let me just go and find that. Install from file. Desktop. That's not on my desktop, is it? Oh wow. Oh, that could have been bad. I might have actually almost lost that file. Where is my original hard drive? Where's my old hard drive? No? Uh-oh. What? Well... There we are. Oop. Gear masher, that's what I called it. For a while. Gear masher, the mechanical add-on for Blender. Let me just put that onto this desktop. Wow, it's 1.12 gigabytes. I guess because I got like a whole lot of flowcharts and blend files or junk. I don't know. There we go. It's all gotten across. Just a moment. I haven't had any bloops yet for people joining. Is that a thing? Are people not joining? I mean, it is a pretty off time to be doing this. And also, I think it's like a Friday or something. That was yesterday. I don't know, I really should get the logging thing working in my chat so I can see when and where and all that sort of stuff for when popular times to stream are. But this guy really wanted this thing done. And I can't stream anymore unless I'm doing stuff like... I mean, I can't code anymore unless I'm streaming it because that's just how I am now. So, desktop, refresh. Gear masher. Pre-alpha? No, I just install it from the zip file, don't I? Install. Animation, mechanical masher. Okay, there we go. Supposedly. So, this is the mechanical add-on for Blender. First thing you want to do is you want to make a proxy mesh. Let's just use a circle. I went through some style changes. I can't remember what my current one was. Whatever. Scale that inwards. Move it down. Scale that inwards. The shape of this thing is completely irrelevant to the add-on as long as it is the width of it is correct. It only goes from the width, I think. I don't know. It might be from the height or whatever. But I think it's just from the width if you're looking at it from the top view. Depth also matters with this thing. Put one thing there. I make a little pointy arrow. Why? Okay, so this thing's what I call a proxy mesh because it's like approximating a gear. The outsides of it, or the edge of it would be, what am I doing? Ambient occlusion, there we are. So around the outside of this gear is where the teeth would mesh together. So if you had two gears, they would be connected together like that. So the teeth of one would be going into the other gear, and the teeth of this other gear would be going into that gear. But the point where these two circles connect is the point of contact or whatever, which is where all of the magic is happening between two gears turning. It's basically along a line there. So yeah, this is a proxy mesh. So if you wanted to add a gear, you just got to make sure that matching point lines up, and you can just do whatever you want. So I got the circle thing, I can rotate it. I got that circle thing, I can rotate it, and they don't interact with each other at all, because why would they? So I can grab both of these gears, press a button, and say auto gear connections. So now, when I rotate one gear, it rotates the other. Although the other gear is a little bit laggy, it sometimes jumps behind, and sometimes won't even look like it updates. Like that part. It rarely happens. I don't have a proper consistent way of getting rid of that yet. But yeah, I can grab either gear and rotate them both. It doesn't matter. I can also, well, the location, size, and the 3D information does actually matter. Like, if I move this gear over here, they don't rotate. If I moved it back over to here, it'll rotate. If I size that up by 2, bad sounds coming from my chocolate. Sound like there's a bug in there or something. Might have just been coincidence. Anyway, so if I size this up by 2, it actually rotates correctly. So you can see a quarter of the way around the big one is halfway around the small one. And a halfway around is the full way around for the other one. So this is a 2-to-1 gear ratio. So as you can see, you could size this up as much as you want. Not only that, let's move that down so you can see it a bit better. Probably go down a little bit lower. The distance between these things actually matter as well, so if I rotate that, it doesn't do anything. Rotate this one, it doesn't do anything to the other one, so they have to be contacting at least a little bit on the edge, because, you know, if the gears weren't touching, then they wouldn't be turning. Although, this has a somewhat bit of a problem, because it doesn't know where the origin point is relative to the mesh. So, it thinks the gear is like up there and down there as far as it is up here because of the origin point. It just assumes that's in the middle. So I think this shouldn't work. Nope, that just does work. But any lower than that should make it not work. Okay, maybe I was just doing something wrong. Anyway, that's how it's supposed to work. The origin point was supposed to be in the middle. Or was it the top? I can't really exactly remember anymore. But anyway. So that works. Height matters. Just weirdly sometimes. You can select both gears and like hold down the clear rotation button and it just clears all the rotation. Anyway, you can also put this on the inside. So now I can turn this inner gear and the outer gear turns, just like before. Rotate the outer gear and the inner gear turns. But you'll notice that the inner gear actually turns the opposite way than it did before. So if I made another one of these gears, and attach that together, so you can see the inside one rotates around in the opposite direction as the outside one, because that's how mechanical stuff works. So there you go, you got gear ratios and junk. So now you could go even fancier, and I can generate gear ratios. So let's say I was making a watch or a clock or something like that. The first thing you have is seconds to minutes. There are 60 seconds in 1 minute, so that means you want an input of 60 for an output of 1. And there we go. Okay. So this is a 60-to-1 gear ratio. If I turn this little one around 60 times, then the big one will spin around once. Or I could spin the big one around once, and that little one would have turned 60 times. So that's pretty cool. And as you can see, I can just literally grab any gear, anywhere, anytime. One other thing I forgot to mention was, if you have a gear that's exactly in the middle of another gear, like this, it doesn't matter how high or low it is, as long as it's... Actually, no, it does. Does it? No, it doesn't matter. So as long as they line up exactly with the two locations in the X and the Y, the Z-axis is where it will be attaching. So just the X and the Y have to be the same. They will copy rotations. So the small one goes at the same... it rotates as much as the big one. But if I move that out to the side, like say I moved it down here... Oops. Oh, no, just isn't touching. Or it's not touching because it's too high up. yeah, it would be rotating like normal. So you just got to stick it in the middle and it'll know. Just like magic. Undoing sometimes crashes it. That's another thing with undoing. Yeah. Use the preferences. So you don't want undo. I have no clue how to fix that because there isn't any bugs saying what's wrong with it because it crashes. And re-enable. Wait, what? Did I? I think I just enabled that. Yep. Okay. And then even better yet, let's recover autosave. There we are. Delete all of these. If you open up a file, it doesn't store the information from the previous time around, so you have to reconnect all your gears, which is pretty easy. Like I can grab both gears and I could say auto gear connection, and it connects all gears that are connecting as they are. So I could do this with gears like that, and I could have this one just down here, not connected to anything. Grab them all, connect them all, and the huh? Never mind. Why did that not work? My add-on's not turned on, is it? No, because the menu appears. Okay. Bugs everywhere. I would assume that's some sort of a property error. Can't see anything lower than that, damn it. Can't see this color on my screen, it's so annoying. Wish I had headphones. It should be in here. Custom properties. Bloop. Okay. Apparently the add-on doesn't exist. Let's try turning it on and off again. Off and on again. Animation. Clear the caches. Well, it's really buggy. It works really, really well until I want to show it off, and then everything breaks. But when I was creating it, everything worked perfectly. And suddenly I really don't feel like doing this. Oh my god, I hate using other people's code. It's always so unstable. At least if it's in my code, I know if something went wrong, it's entirely my fault. But this has many things to do with Blender and stuff. Probably, I would imagine. Although it's probably actually just my code. I don't want to make the whole mesh again, damn it. I was going to make a button that just made the mesh for me. Never got around to it. Remove doubles. Put normals. Perspective. Ambient occlusion. There we go. Enable that on. There we go, back up and running. Okay. So what else did I have here? So I got the gear generator, auto connections, custom connections, which is a CS coming soon. Belts and gears is another thing I want that's coming soon. Motors, that's the professional version of it, the pro version, because that requires physics. Disconnecting gears, pistons is a pro version because that also requires physics, because pistons apply force to things. And then wait, no, that's gear generator. Ratio generator is that one. So I can make a ratio. Let's go with the 60 to 1 again. So let's say I was building a clock. If I was to build a clock, you've got seconds to minutes, which is 60 to 1. You gotta press OK on that thing. And then yeah. Let's move that up here. Is that all right? No, it all depends on the size of the gear. My height's not absolute, which I think it should still work. If I connect that together, does it do... Yep. So then I want this one. I want to generate another gear ratio. So 60 seconds in a minute. 60 minutes in an hour. Yep. And then there is 12 hours in like a day-night cycle sort of thing. Make those together, test works, yep. So a 12, or 24 or 12, I don't know. You just go for a 12. So a 12 to 1 would be day to night sort of thing. Okay. And there we go. So you got seconds to minutes, minutes to hours, hours to a day-night sort of cycle thing. You can just grab whichever ones of the gears you want, you rotate them, so it'll take forever for me to just spin this around to have that 12-hour one go. But as you can see, everything is all spinning. And it should all be somewhat correct, although rotations are probably going around the wrong... No, is everything clockwise? Hey, it seems like it is. Couldn't be. Nah. Day-night one goes around the wrong way. I think I normally just generate it directly instead of putting this middle gear down. Because you probably wouldn't have that, or you could have that, I don't know. But yeah, that's that. Have I getting any messages or anything yet? I mean, I feel like I should have gotten some messages from people by now. No, I haven't even had anyone join chat yet. Crazy. Wonder where everyone's at tonight. I mean, it seemed like a thing that I'd be getting consistent viewers from. Maybe they're expecting me to have the other names, nobody's joining. I don't know. Maybe everyone's just over me because I was doing boring stuff. Although this is probably going to be another boring thing, because it's not my code. But anyway, what I was going into with this is now I can select all of these things and I can say generate gear. So now I could select one of these circles, or one of the gears. I think I can say select select by all by type. No, grouped. All linked. Grouped. By group. There we are. And there we have all of the gears for the clock, basically. Not really. I need the one gear that's down here to not be selected. That one? No. Damn it. Deselect. Whoa, that was weird. I wonder how I did that. There we are. Ah, wrong gear. I want that one. But not that one. There we are. Hide all of those. Because this is the proxy mesh. The proxy mesh is the thing I have hidden gears. Right. Yeah. The proxy mesh is the thing... Don't hide. Don't hide that, damn it. No, hide that one, don't hide that one. There we go. So, the proxy mesh is the thing that all of the animation and other junk go from. So, this way you could quite easily replace whichever one of the default gears you want with your own custom gears, but everything's actually done in groups. So all gears of the same size are actually all connected. So, if I was to pull this thing out like that, You should have seen that happen to a whole lot of other gears, but I guess not. Maybe that one's slightly different size for mysterious reasons? There we go, that one worked. It should have been the same gear as that one. Anyway, so that way, if you wanted to make this into your own custom one, like you wanted to put spokes in it, or change it never which way, do little squiggly patterns and stuff, but only to ones of this size, you could do that quite easily. It's all instanced. Yeah, but the proxy mesh is the thing that gets animated. The gears are just literally attached to it. They make absolutely no difference to the animating of the things at all, so you can easily switch those out. But yeah, you can see, when I rotate it, all of the gears mesh together pretty much perfectly, as they could do with this simple gear generator. I do actually want to create my own gear generator at some point, but oh my god, this seems like way too much effort for me to be bothered to do right now. Especially with no viewers. So that's the basics of this thing. So I could actually grab this thing, I could say rotation in that axis, let's say it equals 0, let's make a driver, frame, what do I want to say? So a frame, so it's going to be times, there's 24 frames in a second, I think. So that is 1 second's worth of animation, would be 24 frames. So that's the current part of the animation it's in. I want to divide, I want to do what? I want to divide that by however much I want the gear to spin by. Do I want to do a full rotation or what? I guess a full rotation. If this is the second gear, so this has to go around by 360. This isn't in degrees, is it? I want this to go around by pi times 2. No, I think 360 works. Maybe not. Pi times 2 would be a full rotation. So what do I want to say? 24 frames a second. The frame times 24 will give me the where it's currently at in the 24 frames per second. So that would be a 0 to 1 basically thing of how far around it is. And then I want to divide pi by that. I want to times by 2 pi. I think that's what I want to do. Although it's probably not going to understand pi. Nope. Is lowercase I. Nope. Maybe it is just 360. I don't think that's 360. This is the problem with the proxy mesh. It's like when I've hidden them all, I don't know where the rotations are at. I don't know. What is pi? Pi is pi is 3.14. Pi spelled backwards in letters, in numbers. Okay, there we go. So now this should be a little bit somewhat accurate clock. That is not correct. What in the world's... Okay. Those are spinning... This is spinning around way too fast. That's the day-night cycle. So what should it be? It's the frame divided by 24, not times 24. Ah, looks a bit better. Okay. So one rotation of this thing would be a minute. One rotation of that thing would be an hour. One rotation of that thing would be a day-night thing. Basically, I think it's still going way too fast. It should be pi times 2 for a full rotation. Well, I could probably test that by just seeing where it's at, 24 frames. 24 frames, 360. Hey, well, you know, it is actually right. Okay. So that one would be seconds, this one would be minutes, and that one would be hours. I always get confused about that. Okay. So this is basically how you create a clock. With the mechanical add-on. And you see all the gears mesh together. It's like, oh, look how nice and smooth that is. Looks great with the ambient inclusion. Two gears stacked up on top of each other there. All the clipping and stuff's all over the place though. Because it just uses whatever height. It doesn't base these on the gear heights. Anyways, that all works. So what in the world am I doing right now? I really need that Frida thing. Let's mark these things. And I'll dig around for the Frida thing while this thing's just playing or whatever. Doesn't have a middle. Unless it's because of frame. Wait. Drag that down. That one's all offset, so it has been moved by a frame. I can't clear the rotations of these things. Or can I? Yeah, that disconnects all the gears, and undoing this I bet's gonna crash it. Yeah, totally guessed that one. Oh my god, I feel so unmotivated when I got no viewers. No viewers across all streaming things too, so... Huh. Live view supports in here. I wonder if people are viewing but not logged in. Where am I going? Oh my god, I so do not feel like doing stuff right now. Well, apparently no viewers there. No viewers. Oh, I really do have no viewers apparently. Oh my god. Well, I just completely murdered my motivation. Ugh. Let's just ask the guy to tell me what bugs there are. I'm not really sure what I should do now. Maybe I'll just play a game. I don't even have a game to play. Maybe I'll play Minecraft. I don't know, just to see what the border's like playing Minecraft. Where in the world did this guy go? That guy? I don't know. I don't know what to do. I guess this could serve as like an introduction for this series when I come back to it if this guy... Oh, wait, he's here. He's actually online. I wonder if this will let me have open the other file back up again. Cover autosave. There we go. Unhide that. Select by group. And enable clear the rotations first. Hey, it worked. Why does that start rotated? I never know. Let's just clear the rotation, frame 0. There we are. Oh, because 1. Frame 1 is where it starts at. Wait. Let's unselect that, unhide that, invert selection. Hide those. There we go. Now I know all the rotations are correct, all the gears are not meshing. They don't mesh correctly if the last, ended on a whatever frame. Like if it, depending on the ratio of the gears or whatever. Because it goes clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise or whatever. It's got to end on the right one, otherwise the next gear train won't connect correctly. I am rotating this the completely wrong way. I don't like pressing buttons now. It really does not like the undo button. I did not know about that problem forever because I never undid things. I never needed to. But that's really terrible. Let's see if this guy's got any questions. Wow, 5 notifications on Facebook. And Facebook crashed. What? Get out of here. Where the world did the chat just disappear to? Suppose I could just play Minecraft. I mean, if I ever need to come back to do other stuff, I can always just stop and start the stream again. Rename things. Although I'll only be streaming to Twitch if I play Minecraft. But hey, why not? I mean, I do it anyway. Although, whatever. There's not even anybody in here. I sort of think I'm going to play Minecraft. So I don't know if this guy's going to reply. I mean, he's going to reply just as I stop streaming. But, damn. This add-on is crazy. I'm gonna fill out all the information on this thing, which means I'm gonna go through everything. I'm gonna do all my research again. I'm gonna find all my tabs and stuff for all the information. Oh god, this is a big project. I'm gonna do more research and junk. I hate researching other people's stuff. Like, cause you know there's some guy somewhere who created the whole thing and he knows exactly how everything works. And I find it extremely hard to believe that he didn't make some sort of documentation about all of this stuff. Really detailed documentation. Like, because I'd imagine he would have had lists of stuff like flowcharts and to-do lists and all that sort of junk with all of the bugs and stuff, and it's such a massive project to do. But where is this information? Like, that's the question. It just seems to vanish. And you can't ever access it. You have to go through other people who went through other people who went through people who went through people who went through people who maybe took a glimpse of this magical API at some point. But you don't know where it is, nobody else needs to know where it is. It's just lost technology sort of thing. Lost information, just gone to the ages. I hate that. There's nothing worse than that. So, especially when there's something that's actually wrong that isn't your fault. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna play Minecraft. So, yep. I will be right back if people are watching that. Check out, they would be. But anyway, I mean, restream. Bye.